bottom one. Over the years, it has been one of the most high-octane encounters in the toughest 20, and it's so hard to pick a side. I mean, who are you going for tonight? Do you want to support, Shreyas Iyer, whose purple jersey is perhaps a little less purple than the patch she's going through, or Virat Kohli, who shrugged off that burden of captaincy as a liberated man? It's tough to choose, right? RCB or KKR, which is why I'm going to put our experts on the spot. Let's make them choose and say, hey, Irfan, I can see you in the corner there. Come on, buddy, join us in Byju's Cricket Live. Okay, it's a tough one. KKR, RCB, I mean, so many pros and cons. I knew it. Had to be. You don't have to say anything else. Okay, Ravi Shastri's the man. Ravi Shastri's in that corner. Which corner are you in, Ravi? Are you in the purple corner, the red corner? Are you RCB man? Are you a KKR man?
I am today KKR.
Yep. You're a KKR man. Okay, so I'm standing by myself in the RCB corner. I mean, I live in Bangalore. I have to say RCB, but we got Suresh Raina. I have high hopes from Suresh. Come on, Suresh. RCB man, KKR man today? Where's he going?
RCB.
Yes, yeah, we got some company. All right. So, Didana, he's on my
side. Do you
side.
really think RCB against KKR?
Definitely.
So it's now Faf has gone there.
The connection. The connection.
Little
and he
Talmel,
brings lots of luck, as Ravi bhai said. Oh. He has done it for CSK. This time he has to do it for Bangalore.
So the luck factor you are including.
It always matters in 2020 cricket.
I feel you. It's a tough one. And Ravi, you made a great point. In fact, fans, what do you think? I mean, our fans question as well. RCB or KKR, let us know. But hey, hang on a second. Morning Morgan has joined the party. All right, come on, Morning. This has got to be a no-brainer, right? RCB or KKR for you?
Thanks for not forgetting about me. I'm in Team Purple today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go game 2, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mone, obviously you were nights before, and that's why.
It's tough, gentlemen, whether it's emotional or it's logical. Even down to you as far as the fans are concerned. Are you decided? I mean, who is going to win tonight? Tell us in the fan spots. Is it going to be RCB? Is it going to be KKR? Gentlemen, are your emotions taking over today? Is logic taking over today in your decisions?
Logic. They have two mystery spinners. Two mystery spinners. Ajinkya Rahane is actually given some solid form, shown some solid form, and that makes
Raina is alone in the red corner. I'm keeping you company.
Come on, Faf.
Yeah.
You can do it. And he has done it in the first game. He knows the condition there. They played a very good game first one. Played the second game really well today.
Everyone is convinced in who they're supporting, because why wouldn't you want to be in that situation? A galaxy of stars who will step out onto the field today. We're getting ready to get started on Byju's Cricket Live. Let's kick off the show. Inaugural champions, every time they step onto the field, they will be thinking about Shane Warne. If you were privileged enough to meet him, he left an impact. And today, World of Cricket said goodbye to one of their critics. Some still really are processing. Ravi, it was his debut test match, I think, for Shane Warne, where you scored a double 100. You would have met him so many times. What have been some of your favorite interactions or memories?
He was a buddy, Mayanti. Yeah. He was a buddy. I could literally talk anything to him. Any subject. I'm not going to mention today, but the topics varied to anything but cricket. And you know his knowledge of varied subjects. Yeah. I don't have to say it. But for me, he was a master technician. He read the game as a bowler better than most, read the batsman, the strengths, the weaknesses, and plotted and planned better than probably anyone, as a spin bowler on his own. And he was theatre, he was box office. He made the television cameras pause and wait for him. He could slow down the game to that level. My first memory of him was his control in that first test match. Sachin, who just spoke, we added close to 200 runs in that partnership. And I don't think any of us pulled him or cut him more than twice or thrice in that entire partnership. And he was playing his first test. It just showed the control he had. Yeah. I remember I got the man of the match in that game, and as I was walking down the stairs, he was walking past. And I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, hey, young man, you will bowl a lot worse than this and pick up 6-5 or 6-4. 6 months later, the very ground where they paid a tribute to him today, his favorite, the G, he took 7 for 54. Against the West Indies 6 months later. But my lasting memory of him was, and it hurts, this was just 6 months ago, I was a coach of the Indian team. England had opened out, Boris Johnson had opened out England, and we were sitting in a pub, because we had a chance to get out. So, I was with the support staff sitting there and having a beer, and he popped his head into the bar. He didn't see anyone, he didn't see me, and I shouted, "Hey, Wani," and he saw me. I said, "Come here." So he came, and I caught him around the neck like this, and I said, "Buddy, how are you doing? I need to speak to you about something." He said, "Anytime, Raf. Talk to you in the commentary box." The game of cricket was like a chess game. When he talked cricket, it was like, you could see the mind working at the rate of knots.
And that's what he was.
He's real buddy, and sad.
And it's devastating. On and off the field, Shane Warne was 1 in a million. Virat Kohli also said it, that, when he met him, he lived life larger and he put everything into perspective. That's why, Virat Kohli's decided, focusing on my batting, I'm giving up the captaincy. It's brought about a liberation for Virat, and that's why he's our Swiggy Instamart.
3 feet, it doesn't tell that. So go down and get after the guy if you want to hit the daylights out of him. And
that's inspiration right there. That is inspiring talk.
In partnership, he didn't really take it upon himself that, I am the alpha, I need to be on the strike, I'll call the shot. And that's what Virat Kohli's always done, is what I felt, that he's always seen as the macro picture. Where should my team end? What will I do that will benefit my team? And that's where I would like to pick your brains, Ravi, that that's perhaps happened when he was playing for India. Did he target certain bowlers that, in this lineup, Sunil Narayan, Varun Chakravarti, they might trouble Faf. They might trouble that young kid, Anuj Rawat, if I'm batting with him. What do I do? Does he think like that?
Now, he would be thinking like that. That's how he's played his cricket. That's why he's reached the levels he has. But I like that one word you used, clutter. When you're in bubbles, when you're going through a routine like cricket has never seen in the last 40, 50 years, then you get out where he can now think for himself, not be worried about anything else. That clarity might just come back. We saw glimpses of that in the last game. So you want to have complete intent when you're looking to do something. So when that clarity is there, you will do it.
Well, that clarity helped Virat Kohli get points on the board. Our fans, who you think will hit the most sixes in our fan pulse? We can get those answers immediately. What does Ravi Shastri think? Who will hit the most sixes tonight?
I would. Is his name there? Shreyas. I can't see the...
Well, you can say Shreyas.
Yeah, Shreyas. I think Shreyas, because the toss-up was between Faf. I want guys who go in early doors. So Faf and Shreyas. I think it's Shreyas.
I like the way Ravi does think. Mone Mokal is joining us again on Baiju's Cricket Live. And Mone, yes, if you're a bowler, please hide. 27 sixes last time around when they played at the TY Partners. In fact, just take us through, what you see in the pitch as well, our Dream 11 pitch report that we'll get. What can we expect from the conditions?
Well, the wicket, I must say, looks a lot drier than the...
That's a good first step. It's a step in the right direction. Now they've got to implement their, the way they bowl. They've got to get their areas right and keep things tight.
In fact, Mone, I'll come to you and just ask you about that one change that has been made, which is Tim Southee coming in for the youngster Shivan Mavi. What do you make of that change?
Well, we know how important the new ball is going to be, and
both these teams looking pretty good. But you know what? There's some things that are just certain when it comes to cricket. It's like Rohit Sharma and the pull shot. It's MS Dhoni and last minute, last over finishes. And it used to be the greatest bromance in the IPL, which was Virat Kohli and ABD. And Virat Kohli is certainly missing his best friend. Rumoni, listen, okay, hang on a second. What does biscuit mean? Okay, first tell us that, and who is Kohli's new biscuit this season?
Your biscuit, that's a South African expression if you really like somebody. That's going to tick some boxes, and I think they're going to connect. Watch this space.
Any idea who that could be?
That's a South African term, Faf du Plessis. Not really.
100%, Faf is a guy that really enjoys...
So Shreyas certainly had a big smile on his face as we've spoken about the... In fact, Faf du Plessis, who's reading it. Russell is all the way down to 18% and Virat Kohli at 34. Morning, I'll come to you as well because we were just speaking about Andre Russell, the fact that, you get many sixes on this ground. KKR are waiting for a big one from Dre Russ, aren't they?
No, for sure.
Thank you so much for that, Akash. Let's focus on the other Iyer, Venkatesh and Ajinkya Rahane, who earned high praise in the previous. Playing that role, that is what Ajinkya Rahane is known for. New team, new management, new confidence. It's down to them. They have to be a little wary at this point.
They have to, but from Jink's point of view, he batted beautifully in the last game.
As incisive enough to take, 2 wickets. How do they become more incisive? You spoke already about using the conditions.
Yeah,
Decided to finish things off for his new old team, and that's how things end here in this matchup at the TY Patil. Sometimes it is these low-scoring matches that just leave you wondering what exactly went on. Ravi Shastri, Akash Chopra, Mone Mokal joining us. Ravi, have we recovered from that pendulum swing of emotions that we just saw?
Bizarre game. The way the first innings panned out, the way KKR batted, I thought they underperformed, to be honest, tactically as well. Shreyas something there for the bowlers. Having said that, they were brilliant in the second half, I thought. Shreyas did extremely well to marshal his resources. Andre Russell.
That's only 7 left. That's a game match.
It's tough, isn't it, Mone? To make the most of your resources when you're defending a low total. What did you make of the bowling rotation in those last 3 overs?
Shreyas played it very well as a captain. He led from the front. He said in a post-match, for them it's all about attitude. And the way KKR came out and fought, especially with the new
Got them close.
And Shabazz coming in as well ahead of Dinesh Karthik. That's what one of the questions he was asked. There's clearly a pan, and then DK coming in and finishing it off right towards the end as well. Gentlemen, we'll continue our chat, but let's find out what happens at the presentation. That tomorrow. Let's continue with what was a thriller game, RCB versus KKR. And from RCB's perspective, we told you that in the last 9 matches, they've taken only 2 wickets in the power play. In this game alone, they took 3. There was a revamped, bowling to them. And the Spotify Player of the Day, Hasaranga, he had the smile on his face. He just wanted to take that trophy and enjoy. Akash, in the last couple of years, Harshal Patel has just emerged as, one of the go-to bowlers. He's like, you're the one who's going to finish it. 2 maidens in T20.
Yorkers, he's got a mean bouncer. He's doing everything that he could do, and once again is justifying that price tag. Purple Patel last year, he's amongst the wickets again.
Ravi, he was a couple of years ago, he was with RCB. It was a very different story. It's amazing what a couple of years in evolution. He's worked really hard on himself.
Really hard, understand his bowling. When I've had chats with him, big improvement in his game. He's understanding his bowling and he knows his strengths. And he sticks to it, keeps it simple.
Just to add to it, actually, I remember playing against him in a Ranji Trophy game. So that is commendable for a fast bowler to find his best on the wrong side.
He'll want to deliver, not afraid of the challenge. Misho super saves. Any captain will be happy if not just your bowling comes to the field, but your fielding as well.
Dropped any catches, and even the one of Shreyas on the boundary was flat, hit hard.
They tried to be better than the previous day. So that's another shot. It's shot, maybe a cut, may not be with a straight bat.
Ravi, if you're back in the Indian team dressing room right now, talking to Virat Kohli after innings like that, what's the kind of conversation you're having? Are you looking at those visuals?
No, you will look and you will sit down and ask to play the waiting game when you know that the target is only 128.
Yeah. What's the report card on Faf du Plessis? He looked mighty pleased, and why wouldn't he after that sort of matchup? Is this a confidence-boosting one? Is that what he
do this? Harshal Patel, I'll hold him back. He will do that. And then I'll get Akash Deep and Mohammad Siraj. If you've got the pieces of that jigsaw puzzle ready with you and you're pretty confident with it.
In that presentation, the captains there, senior players there. But any top captain, his first man to go to is the keeper. Whether back where you saw once he asked, move in.
Yes.
The guy was at deep point. He said, don't just walk in, charge in.
To be able to chat about and be able to, pull off with the fact that now RCB finally do have points on the board. He said it, look, you get your campaign started now. 2 teams still need to get their campaign started. They're in action tomorrow. When we come back, we tell you all about it. Stay with us. What are you expecting to see? A little bit of pressure on both sides to, get the campaign going.
Yes, absolutely. I think one team will be still feeling happy about the fact that Moin will be available.
Yeah.
And Moin toss first. Anybody who wins the toss has a significant advantage and then score some runs. KL.
Are there any secrets to winning the toss? No, Ravi, there isn't.
See, it's in a situation like this, you have to say it's even, Steven, because they're both in the same boat. coin goes up, it'll give that 55. It makes it 55-45. That's it. Doesn't mean you win the game. But if you look at both those.
To focus with both these young gentlemen, but hey, we have full confidence and we're looking forward to your company at 6:30 tomorrow on Byju's Cricket Live. Gentlemen, thank you so much, Ravi Shastri, Akash Chopra and Mayanti Landavini. Saying good night.